What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the water mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the water mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The water mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the water mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by the bandits?
Yes. They beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back, but without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
Hey, where do you come from?
I've come from the mountains.
Exactly, you come from the mountains, and that is bad for you. Very bad. They're looking for you, a whole bunch of evil guys. There's someone here you absolutely have to talk to. Follow me.
Who's looking for me?
Half of Corinus is after you, and you're trying to tell me that you don't know anything about it? Ah, I see. You just don't want to talk to me about it, All right, it's your business. So, you coming or not?
Who should I talk to?
To my leader. His name is Brago. He can explain everything to you better than I can. So, what about it? Are we going?
How do I know this isn't a trap?
You know, I'm getting tired of you. If you don't want my help, then just go to the city and let them put you behind bars. You come with me now or forget about it, see?
Easy, my friend. Someone else already tried to trick me.
Oh?
This guy suggested that we should get an amulet together and share the profit. Once we reached our goal, he and his friends attacked me.
It sounds as though they got you involved with the wrong people. Where was that?
I was a convict in the mining colony.
You come from behind the barrier? Man, then we were there together.
I don't know you.
I was a digger in the old camp. I didn't have much to do with the whole thing. But what is more important now is you are in big trouble. Someone has put a pretty price on your head, and he's handed out a few posters with your mug on them. If I were you, then I would be very, very careful. There are people with us who would kill their own mother for gold. But I think we boys from the penal colony ought to stick together.
Then I guess I better thank you now.
Oh, it's nothing. Just make sure you stay alive.
Can I have the picture?
Sure. After all, it's your mug on there.
Who's the fella who pays the bounty?
That I don't know. There's only one of us who knows him.
And who would that be?
Hey man, I can't really tell you that. You know how it goes.
10 gold pieces for the name of the guy who raised the bounty.
Oh man, I really can't do that.
Spit it out already.
Oh man, all right. His name is Dexter. Near the big farm, there's a steep rock. There's a watchtower up there, and a few mines. He has his hideout somewhere nearby.
See? That wasn't so hard. Here's your gold.
And just don't tell him who told you.
Is there anything else that might interest me?
You mean about the area here? If you want to stay alive, stay on the paths. The farther you go into the wilderness, the more dangerous it is. I wouldn't go into...
Hey. Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give them here. Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise. You deserve that, lowlife.
Nothing to find
there.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces. You deserve...
Nothing there.
So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the temple of Adenos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins. Hey, stranger. I saw how you came out of the mountains. You can be glad you didn't come by here 3 weeks ago. We would have taken you for an escaped convict. And we made short work of those. You look completely done in. What do you want here?
I'm on my way to town.
The way you look, you'll have to bribe the guards to get in. And you have to know what they want to hear.
And that would be...
Well, for example, that you're from Lobart's farm and want to go to the smith in the city. But that won't do you any good. You don't look like a farmer.
I see. I need better equipment.
I can imagine. But I tell you right now, we don't have anything to give away. If you can pay for what you want, Lobart will sell you something. Otherwise, go to him and ask him if he has work for you.
I was attacked by bandits in the mountains.
Those filthy rabble. They were probably the same bastards who took one of our sheep last night. You had terrific luck. Most people don't get away alive.
Those bandits won't trouble you anymore.
Why? Are they dead?
They picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Thank Innos. Here, it isn't much, but I want you to have it. I'll tell the others about this.
Where can I find Lobart?
Well, on the farm, of course. The farm belongs to him, and don't try messing with him. He's thrashed a lot of tramps and thrown them off his farm. There's another of those scummy beasts. Well done! One dirty beast less.
Hey, you!
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
I don't understand.
What? Don't mess with me, boy. I want to know where you stand. So who are you for?
I'm for the peasants.
Ha! That damned warmonger Onar will drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what Onar has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Corinthus, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar was the first of them.
What about you? Whose side are you on? Peasants or king?
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice. But I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercenaries on anyone who won't join him. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field, and there are certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give them to you for nothing, but I can sell them to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for them then?
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 60 gold pieces.
Well, that's still too expensive.
Well, suit yourself.
Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
Well, I can give you 5 gold pieces, or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
Make me a better price for the togs.
Good. I'll give them to you for 10 gold pieces less.
Have you got anything else for me to do?
I don't, but you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Hey, you! I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Can you give me something to eat?
You can come back for more tomorrow.
And how goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
Can I help you? I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, he pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink, fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
Here's your wine.
I'd better not ask where you got it from, huh? Who cares? Thanks anyway. Lobart will only hear the best about you.
I'm headed for town.
And?
Is there anything interesting you can tell me about the city?
Nope. But Maleth goes to the city from time to time. Maybe he knows something. I mean, something that would interest you.
Is there any interesting news?
I could have sworn I saw an orc over there on the edge of the woods 2 days ago. Since then, I've kept at least one eye open at night.
Psst! Hey, you, come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool, I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city. Am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please, and the guards will leave you alone. Interested?
What do you want for your pass?
I knew you were the right man. Listen, you will get the pass from me, now.
Just like that?
Just so. But if I meet you in the city, you owe me a favor. Do we have a deal?
There must be a catch to this.
No, no catch. You will merely owe me a favor.
Sure.
Here, be careful with that. It is very valuable. One more thing. Don't even think about breaking your word. As a merchant, I have a great deal of influence in the city. And it wouldn't go well for you. Believe me.
Show me your way.
Take your pick.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Hey. Here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Hey, you! How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me. You helped my wife. Vino says you were real help to him. And that's saying something. He doesn't usually hold with day laborers. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of them. 30 gold pieces. It's not gonna get any cheaper.
Give me the work clothes then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find cleaned things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Hey, you!
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmer's clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Is it really true? I've got my own opinion on it. Minos deals out fair punishment. You listen to the wrong people.
I must be crazy. What are you doing here? Did you swim here? That's one way to get past the guards at the city gate.
Hey, Larish, you old scoundrel, how did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
Lee?
You've been through a lot, huh? Lee was leader of the mercenaries in the new camp. I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
I must talk to the paladins, by any means.
What do you want from them?
They've got a powerful amulet, the Eye of Innos. I must have it.
And you think they'll give it to you? You'll never get into the upper end of town.
I'll find a way somehow.
Sure. If you want to ingratiate yourself with the citizens or play errand boy for the militia.
Someone's gonna do
Do you know why the paladins are here?
Nobody knows for sure. Lots of people think it's because of the orcs, but I think there's another reason. It probably has something to do with the old penal colony.
Tell me more about Lee and his mercenaries.
What do you want to know?
Don't tell this to anyone.
How do I find the landowner's farm?
It's quite simple. You leave the seaport by the east gate and then follow the path towards the east. I can take you there if you want.
Why aren't you with Lee and his mercenaries?
But I am, just not on the farm. You could say I'm our outpost in the city. We don't want the ship to sail without us.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
What ship were you talking about?
It's on the open sea harbor, behind the cliffs. Lee and a few of his people really want to get away from here. But that could take a while.
Why?
You'd better ask Lee about that. If you meet him, he's got plans.
Who says things like that?
Hey!
Never would have thought of that himself.
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, runt.
Someone talks too much.
Are you trying to make trouble for me?
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble. So defend yourself, runt.
That's terrible. Fight!
Get him!
Have it! Whack him! Let him have it! Give him what
for?
Give it your all.
Give him what for?
Give it your all.
And now for some action.
Whack him!
Give it your all.
What you waiting
him.
for?
Show
Whack
him.
Attaboy!
Now for some action.
What you waiting for?
Slug him.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Finish him.
Attaboy!
Don't stop now. Now for the fun.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
You don't have to tell me.
Don't stop now. Don't stop now.
Been there.
Don't stop now.
Oh my God,
Don't stop now. That hit the spot.
Can't rely on I couldn't get away with that.
Let's wait and see what
You
happens.
should really have known better.
That was quite obvious.
That's all just gossip.
We'll see about that.
All right, you win. What do you want?
You know your way about the harbor, don't you?
Sure thing. Why?
You can't rely on
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions. Especially
You
not
can't rely
if
on
they're
that.
strangers.
That was obvious.
Why don't I see any militia?
They don't dare come
I
in
used to say
here.
that myself.
We take care of things ourselves.
He listened to the wrong people.
How's the shipping traffic?
The only ship
wants
that's
to
come
know.
here recently is the Paladin's ship. It's over
That's all
there
just
behind the
gossip.
rocky ridge to the southwest.
It had to happen sooner. Now we'll never
That's been known a long time.
Nobody wants to know.
Everybody knows by now. But that's terrible. I don't believe that. You don't say.
Go away, don't tell me that.
I don't believe that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Halt,
You
stranger.
never would
I
have
didn't
thought of
see
that
you
itself.
come through this gate.
And?
And the guards on the other gate have orders not to let any unknown persons into
never
the
knew
city.
that.
Well,
I shall have to have a word with those two. But now for us two. I am
Will
Lothar,
it ever change?
paladin of the king and humble servant of Innos, your lord. Our commander, Lord Hagen,
Might have gone about it
has
differently.
entrusted me with the task of explaining to all newcomers the new laws which apply to all inhabitants of the city.
Since
There's
people have
nothing you
started
can do
simply
about it.
vanishing all over this town, everyone needs to watch out that they don't suffer the same fate.
He never would have
I have
thought
an
of that
important
himself.
message for the leader of the Paladins.
The Honorable Lord Hagen is not receiving anyone. Lord
not my
Andre,
problem.
the commander of the city guard, is responsible for all issues pertaining to the common folk.
Is it really true?
Listen, the city is threatened by dragons.
That can't be true. Another lunatic.
I know better
We have
off
enough
myself.
unrest in the city as it is. And without some dimwit scaring people with fairy tales about dragons. I
have
immediately
thought about it
locked up the last person who was here telling dragon tales and sent them to the Valley of Mines with the prison transport. So mind
He
your
never would
tongue.
have thought of that
We can't
himself.
use anyone here who spreads panic among the people.
Listen, believe everything you hear. Somebody already reported the
Gone about it
dragons here?
differently.
Yes. The fellow's name was Diego.
Believe everything you
I
hear.
think so, in any case. I warned
He
him
never would
just
have thought
like
of that
you.
himself.
But the lunatic just wouldn't stop getting on my nerves.
You listened to the wrong.
I have come to get the Eye of Innos.
The Sacred Eye of Innos.
That all alone.
How do you know about that? You're not a
doesn't
member
see
of the
that.
Order.
A magician told me about it.
I don't know what his motives were when he entrusted one of the secrets of our Order to you. But he
agree with
certainly
you
didn't mean
completely.
for you to get your fingers on it.
But
I don't want to hear any more about it. First you start with fairy tales about dragons, and then this. Incredible!
Where did you pick that up, then? Don't tell me you didn't know that.
The townspeople are simply disappearing?
Yes, it seems to be more every day. It's most annoying that the militia have still not been able to discover what's behind these strange occurrences. Small wonder that the town's inhabitants are very wary of strangers right now. So don't provoke them when you're in town. Understood?
I'm not touching that.
All right. Explain the rules of the city to me.
First, the Honorable Paladin Lord Hagen resides in the upper quarter, along with his troops. That is why access to the upper quarter is allowed only to honorable citizens. Second, the town hall in the upper quarter is now the command post of the paladins. Only the paladins themselves and members of the militia have access to it. And third, whoever is accused of a crime must exonerate himself with the commander of the militia. Any questions?
You listened to the wrong people. I can't believe that.
How do I become a citizen of the town?
Only those with regular jobs will be considered citizens of the town. But don't think that you'll be admitted to Lord Hagen just because you're a citizen of the town. As a citizen, you have access to the upper quarter, nothing more. Only as a member of the militia will you have access to the town hall.
I'm not touching that.
Where can I find work?
You'll have to apply as an apprentice to one of the masters here in the lower part of the city. As soon as a master accepts you, you are a citizen of the town. However, the other masters must agree to it. That's the custom here in Corinus. If you were thinking about looking for work in the harbor district, forget it. The scum of the city live there. Don't even go there. You would regret it.
I'm no better off myself.
How do I get to the upper quarter?
Say, are you listening to me at all? You're not a citizen of this. The entire area behind the inner gate is off limits to you.
I'm not touching that.
How do I get accepted into the militia?
By express command of Lord Hagen, only citizens of the town will be admitted into the militia.
I see.
If you want to know more, speak to Lord Andre in the barracks.
I've got my own opinion about that. You listened to the wrong people. I don't believe this is gonna change.
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
Do you
What?
really believe that?
You aren't even a member of the militia. You're not even a citizen. How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin? Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary deeds, have been granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
Nobody will learn anything.
Where can I find the commander of the city guard?
Lord Andre can be found in the barracks at the other end of the city.
That's all just gossip.
Where can I spend the night here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the hotel directly across from the barracks. The paladins pay for the lodging of all travelers who come to the city. The traveling traders from the marketplace are also lodged there.
That doesn't surprise me.
I've got to go.
If I hear one more time that you are telling people here about dragons,
really not my
you
problem.
will be in big trouble. Do I make myself clear?
Just like you said. Nobody will learn anything from me. I don't know why he gets so worked up. I agree with you.